Okay, welcome back to this module. So in the previous module, we set up our TikTok accounts. We had the easy3stepbusiness.com and we set up 5 TikTok accounts. In this module, we're going to set up our Instagram accounts using a new domain name. So if you look at this sheet here, we set up TikTok with easy3stepbusiness. Now for the purposes of this training, what we're going to do is I'm going to assume that we've purchased a domain name and we've also configured it to Cloudflare. Okay, so we're just going to use domain name 2 for the purposes of this particular training. So as you can see here, this is my phone. So I'm going to click on social, click on Instagram and log out of everything, okay, and click on where it says create new account. Okay, so we're going to sign up with email and we're going to put our email address in, jmclshort001@gmail.com. So there we go. Click on next. Okay, next thing we need to do is we need to go to Gmail to have a look at the confirmation code. So I'm just going to take this off, grab the code from Gmail. Okay, so I've put the code in, that's okay, that's all been accepted. Next thing I'm going to do is put the password in. So I'm going to put the same password in for this as I did with TikTok. So I've got all the same passwords, so it just makes life a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to put that into now. Okay, that's the password put in. So it says, do you want to save your login info? We'll save the login info. Okay, and date of birth. Okay, here we go again. Go take it off there. Right, I've got to scroll back to the 70s, so bear with me. Okay, so we've put our date of birth in. Okay, so full name. I'm going to put my name in here. One thing I always say, as I said in the previous module, is that you are branding yourself. So whatever your brand is, just put your relevant name in, but I always put my proper name in. So there's a username. We're going to keep the same username, and what we're going to do is we're going to keep the same username for each one. So it'll be jmclshort001, 002, 003, all the way up to 5 accounts. Okay, so click next. Okay, we're going to agree to everything, because we've got no choice. All right, so one of the things that you might notice if you're following this training and you're trying to follow along sort of over my shoulder type thing is that a lot of things change. And you know, if you're watching this video 6 months or a year after I've done this video, then you might find that setting up for an Instagram account, the process may be slightly different. And what you can see here is it says that my account instantly, as soon as I opened the account, it said it was instantly suspended. And sometimes you think, okay, it's just a disaster. Okay, John managed to set up an account, why can't I? Or you might get certain problems or certain issues that come up when you're creating your accounts. One of the biggest issues with most social media platforms is they want to know that security is in place. So they want to know who you are, and they also want to know that you are the right person. They want to avoid as much fraud as possible. So if you get questions like, can you confirm your email address? Can you go and confirm the code on your phone? Can you go and add your phone? Then go and do it. Okay, because most of the time you won't be able to open an account without doing those security procedures. So go through those in the usual way. But if anything that you do right now is different to what I've shown on this training, then don't think that you failed, or don't think that you're not able to get an account. You are. There are just certain other things that you might need to do to get your account. But anyway, right now we have our account. This is our first account. And what you're going to get is this, okay, pretty much nothing on there at all. So I'm going to go to the bottom here on this little icon, click on there, okay, and we're going to go edit profile. So what I want here is, no, I don't want any of that, oh, bio, okay. So bio is kind of important. You want your bio in there. So you want to be putting something kind of business related, but when you put your 5 different accounts together, what you want to be doing is make them I always like to make them slightly different, because you never know which account is going to pop, okay, like I said in the previous module. So I would say something like business owner, entrepreneur, you know, loving dog owner, that kind of thing. And if I put something like loving dog owner, then my profile picture may well have me and Angus on there, my Cocker Spaniel. Okay, so it just depends. You don't want to make everything completely business related. Okay, that you can use those for like to LinkedIn. So here's what we're going to do. I've got something kind of already kind of pre-written down, just so you don't have to suffer my typing. There we go. So the first thing I've copied that. Okay, we're going to see if we can paste it in. Look at that. Copying and pasting, when you're using Flow as well, it works. So you can copy from your computer and paste it to your phone, so it's good. Okay, so online business owner, coach and trainer. Okay, so the next thing I want is the click below. Paste that in there. Okay, so I'm going to put an emoji in somewhere on the top line. On the click below, I'll be putting a couple of the usual arrows in there as well. And then below this is going to be my call to action. So something like, copy that as well. Something like learn how to build your business from home. Or maybe how to build your business from home, or something along those lines. Again, you want to kind of balance it so it doesn't sound too spammy, but you also want to put your message across, so at least when people look at it straight away, they go, that is in relation to developing an online business. Okay. Right, so I want to put the emojis in, so this makes it look better, it makes it pop a little bit. So online business owner, I'm going to put the little world thing on there just to kind of signify the internet. Click below, we'll put our usual arrow in there. And we'll just do the same for that. And something like this might work. Again, do what works for you, okay? But essentially what I'm kind of doing is like a pointy thing. So if you see any of my emails, I always like the double chevron when I have the call to action. This is kind of similar to that. I'll see if I can grab the other one. In fact, that's better. There we go. So we'll use this one. That'll do. Something like that. Okay. Again, do whatever works for you. And you know, for me personally, I've just used coach and trainer because I used it in the previous module. So we're going to just keep that congruency going. Okay. So once we're happy with that, we're going to click on the check mark. All right, so the next thing we need to do is go over to where it says add link. So we're going to click on there. I'm going to click on where it says add external link. And what we're going to do is put our URL in there. So obviously our URL for Instagram, okay, currently we haven't got it because it just says domain 2. So make sure you purchase your domain first and make sure you've configured it to Cloudflare as I showed previously. So what I'm going to do is going to put www.domain2.com. There we go, we'll just do that. Okay, so obviously if you're going to put a domain name in, it's going to be something like easy 3-step business. It's going to be illustrative and people are going to understand what it's all for. Okay, so click on there. So we're going to go back to our bio. So now you can see that we've got our bio all in there with the emojis, and we've also got a link there which people can click on. Again, with your image, click on that and that's going to grab your images from, it's going to either import from Facebook or it's going to take that off there, or a new profile picture. So that's going to be taken from your phone. So what I generally do, as I did before on my previous module with the TikToks, I log in on desktop and I import my images from desktop as well. So it might be worth, if you're going to do that, just to put all your images from your desktop onto your phone, so at least you don't have to switch between the two. So once you've got your bio set up and everything's ready to go, you may get suggestions from Instagram about connecting with your Facebook friends or go and find people that you know, I would probably avoid doing that, because really what we're doing, we're setting this up purely for business, and I would just keep it separate. And the other thing is, you may not want all your friends and family knowing what you're doing in relation to setting up multiple different accounts, because they think, well, you've got 5 accounts, what's going on? Okay, they might think it's kind of spammy. So just leave that as it is, right for the time being. So one of the things that you'll find is that setting up your first account can sometimes be challenging. Okay, you have to go and confirm things, you have to go through the security procedures, but once you've got your first email done, setting up the rest of the accounts is really easy. So all we need to do, now we've got JMCL Short 001, Instagram's happy with who we are, there's no problems. So all we're going to do, we're going to go to the down arrow, okay, we're going to click on that, and we're going to go add Instagram account and create new account. So all we do, quite literally, we go from there, okay, and we go JWMCL or JMCL, JMCL Short 002. Okay, there we go. JMCL Short 002, nice big check mark. Click on next, okay, and we go through the whole process for all 5 accounts. It's really simple and straightforward. And once you've got all your 5 accounts, put your bios together. And like some people say, just copy and paste the same bio. I always say, maybe change it up a little bit, okay, just to get the most of the benefits of using Instagram. So in terms of the social media, we've got our 5 TikTok accounts set up. We've now got our 5 Instagram accounts set up. Now we need to move on to YouTube Shorts, and I'll see you in the next module.